All right, now that we have our edited video, we are ready to share it. So I'm going to show you a couple different ways that you can share your video. The first way and the easiest way is just a copy shareable link here. You just hit that and it's going to automatically copy the link into your browser, and you just have to paste it. And then there they have the link. So it will pull this up in Google Drive, and your viewer would just hit play and they could watch it in here. So that is if you are going to email it, you're going to send it out in a remind message. If you have Canvas, that's how you would do it that way. If you go to more options, unlisted. So this is the same thing. I'm going to show you YouTube in a second too. Private means only you can view it. You want to make sure that that's not selected. It's going to auto default to unlisted. That's what I use the most. It just means that whoever has the link can view it. And then public means anyone can find it and anyone can view it. So I always keep it on unlisted. And then you could view it directly on Drive right here if you wanted to check it out. All right. Just so you know and you're aware of where to find these videos later, there's two ways to find them. One, if you go to the Screencastify extension and you go over here to the three lines, you can go to My Recordings, and these will pull up all of the recordings that you have in Screencastify, okay? You can also get to that in the extension by hitting right here, My Recordings right here as well, okay? And then in your Drive, so if I go to my Google Drive, and if I search Screencastify here, you have a Screencastify folder, and this will house all of the videos that you do. They'll just automatically save in here, and these are where they will live. So as you might notice, I have a lot of titles from when I first started doing this that I did not name them. So if I have any big tip for you, it is to name your files, because like for instance, this video from August 18th, 2018, I don't know what it's about, but it might be something really cool and it might be something that I could use again. So it's just helpful if you name them so you could go back and find them. So like here's the one that I just did with you today, how to record video in Screencastify. So that is where they live. You also have the option here to click on them and you could share them this way. But it's just easy. It's just do right here. But just so you're aware where they live and how to get to them if you need to, they are in your Google Drive. More options. Share to Classroom. If you use Google Classroom, it's going to directly link to your classroom. So I'm in my personal page right now just because I'm not in school, so I don't have any classes. So I'm just going to go to my test class. And then you choose your actions. So you can create an assignment, you can ask a question, make an announcement, create a material. I'm going to make an announcement. I'm going to go to go. It's for my test class, all students. So if you wanted this to go to multiple classes, you could click on all the classes you want it to go to. And then I'm just going to say, hi class, please watch this video for important information. All right, and you can see that it's uploaded it right here for me. And this is another reason why the titles are really important, because it will pull it in right here so the kids can see what the video is about. So go to post. You want to view the post, you can. So here you can see what it looks like in my class stream where the announcement goes. Okay, if I did, hey, oh, this is a nice fake one that I did. If you wanted it to be an assignment or a material, it would populate here. Okay, but since I did an announcement, it's right here on my front page. Other options for sharing, I'm gonna close my windows here, is publish to YouTube. So I use this one if I'm not sharing it directly with my class. I usually do publish to YouTube. The only reason is sometimes with Google Drive, it has a limit on how many views or clicks per video. So if you know you're gonna have a lot of people clicking on it, it's just safe just to do it in YouTube, but it's a personal preference. To get your YouTube account linked, you just have to go to add channel and then you just log in with your Gmail credentials. YouTube is owned by Google, so they work really nicely together. If you don't have a YouTube channel, you've never done it before, you're gonna have to go to YouTube. I have one, so it's hard for me to show you, but you're gonna go up here. It's gonna say sign up, or it might even just say sign in, and you just have to sign up or sign in so you have an account associated with your Gmail account. So you can see in my library here, these are all of my ed tech tutorials go here. So this is my library of videos that I have created. So they'll live in your channel, they'll be organized, and it's just a great kind of way to house all of your videos. And remember, if you keep them as unlisted, only people who have the link can view them. So this one, for instance, is public, so anyone can view this one. Or if it's private, if it's just a video for you, then just make sure that you select that as well. Okay. So once you're ready to, once you have your YouTube account linked, you're going to select it up here. Then again, the same, I've now said this way too many times, but remember, private, only you can view it, public, anyone can view it, and unlisted, anyone that you give that YouTube link to, they can view it. Again, put your title here and then the description that you want. This is how to edit a video in Screencastify. And then you go to upload. Again, it will take anywhere from a couple seconds to a couple minutes, depending on how long your video is. But once it is done, you just copy the link like you do up here, and then it's giving you now the YouTube link. Usually it takes a couple minutes for them to process the video. So if you go right away, it's not going to be there, but it usually only takes a minute or so. Here's where you can check. So it says unlisted here. So I know only people with the link can view it. And then here is where the comments go. All right. And also you can view it on YouTube right here as well. Get embedded code allows you to put it on a website. So if you use, Google Sites, you could link just a video, but any website, Canvas, if you need an embedded code, it will give you that right here. More options. So I have turned these on, but if you go on yours, it won't be on. If you go to add more share options, these are going to be off. So if you want to share your videos that you create to Edpuzzle, you can. You'll just select that. Wakelet, if you're familiar with Wakelet, and then Remind is a really big one because you could just share directly with Remind. So go ahead and turn those on. If there's an app that you want to see, make a suggestion here to Screencastify, and they might add that for you. Okay, so now that I have those back on, I'm going to go back to my recordings. I'm going to select the recording I was playing with here. Okay, so I have, oops. I've added these three. I'm going to go right here to share on Remind. So if you click share on Remind, it's going to take me to the Remind sign in page. So I'm going to sign in. And again, it's summer, so I don't have any classes right now, but as you can see, it just takes an extra step away from you. It just brings the link over, but it's something that you won't have to do. So if I select, I want it to go to my period 3, and I hit continue, it has the link right here, so then I could write, please watch this video for more information. And then it would link, it would send it to their phones, and then they would be able to view it right there. Okay. And then with Remind, you're also able to link it to all these other things as well. So lots of opportunity and possibilities for you to share your video pretty quickly. So I'm not going to send that because my 3rd period class will be like, what is she doing? All right. But that's how you share it directly with Remind. And that's all the sharing options. The last one is if you would like to download the video. So you can download it directly to your computer. A really great one is that if you are just doing audio that you want to send to your students, you don't really have necessarily anything to show them, you can just export the audio. So it's a good way to do a voice recording where you're just talking to your computer and then export the audio only. And then export animated GIF. The reason why you would want to do a GIF is if you just wanted to do a fun preview of your lesson for your students, it will just make it into a GIF. So those are those 3 options as well. And that is how you share on Screencastify.